everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ritnika and you have reached Natural Vibrations. This is your August Twin Flame reading. This is also for the upcoming Lionsgate. Now we know the Lionsgate is officially sort of open from, I think they say 26th of July till 12th of August, but 8/8 is obviously a big day, and I wanted to sort of do a reading just to sort of like give us an overview of what's happening in the Twin Flame connection for this upcoming Lionsgate, and also overall in August. I will be doing the updates over the month, but just wanted to sort of get this out there. Once again, these are general readings and will not resonate with everyone. If you're interested in booking a private reading with me, you can do so by logging on to my website. Details are in the description box below. Also, the card decks that I use, they're also listed in the description box below. I just want to let you guys know that I will be traveling from next week for about 2 weeks to London. So if anybody's interested in meeting up in London, do let me know. Otherwise, I will be back at end of the month for card readings and things like that. All right, so let's get started. Now I'm going to do things a bit differently. I'm kind of spitballing. I want to try something new, but I'm going to pick the general energies right now, and then at the end of the month, at the end of the reading, God, I can't talk today. Guess something to do with the ending of Mercury retrograde. But I will ask you guys to pick one pile for your individual message towards the end of this reading. So the overall reading applies to everyone, and then you can pick at the end something that applies to you regarding your twin flame union, particularly what's going to happen with respect to the upcoming Lionsgate. So I'm also going to put my hand here to see which one calls towards me. Okay, I'm getting pile number 2. All right, we'll see what happens. All right, so I'm just gonna do something different. I've got some different cards here. So dear universe, the gods and goddesses, please work with me to give me just honest readings for my highest good and for the highest good of all twin flames out there. Dear universe, what is the divine masculine's overall energy for the upcoming month of August, especially during the Lionsgate? What is the overall energy of the divine masculine towards the divine feminine? All right, we've got 2 cards. We've got the Scythe and we've got the Clock. All right, now I don't read these according to the book the way they're meant to. I kind of go with what I pick up from it. So we'll get it all. We'll go through that. All right, dear universe, what is the divine feminine's overall energy towards the divine masculine during this month of August, especially the upcoming Lionsgate? Okay, we got 1 card, Bridge. Okay. So let's get started. The first thing I'm getting is for the divine masculine, things are going to be moving very quickly. The Scythe is all about cutting things out of their lives, moving forward. Because we've also got the Clock, what I'm getting from this is that I feel like the divine masculine is coming to the realization that it is now the time for him to cut situations, people, things in their lives, whether it's a karmic relationship, whether it's karmic patterns, whether it's just blockages in their path that are stopping them from coming towards their divine feminine, coming towards union. Now I feel with the Clock up till now, maybe the time wasn't right, but the biggest message I'm getting from this, and of course this is my own intuition based on these cards, is that the divine masculine is now realizing that it is now time for him to quickly make changes. Because also in this Clock card, I see a rooster, I see a bird, I see the time card, the traditional time, what do you call those thingies? The sand time capsule thingies. The bird in this card deck signifies communication. And I feel like they're now coming to the realization that it is time for them to start a form of dialogue, a form of communication with the divine feminine. And they may actually come towards the divine feminine really quickly. They might be taking really swift, fast actions towards the divine feminine. Now for the divine feminine's card, we've got the Bridge. This is all about reconnections, reconciliations. The divine feminine in the month of August is all about bridging the gap. It's all about getting back towards their divine masculine. I feel like the biggest energy for the divine feminine for this month is all about union. It's all about wanting to reconnect, wanting to bridge this gap, and wanting to get back together. All right, so let's get some more cards. Interesting. You know, I'm using different card decks. Like, I'm kind of bored of the same ones I use. You know, gotta keep it a little fresh. So, dear universe, the gods and goddesses, please welcome me to bless on this readings for all twin flames of the month of August. What's going on for the divine masculine? All right, what's going on in the divine masculine spiritual plane? Whoop-a. We've got reconsider, and it's up to you. So right off the bat, the divine masculine in his spiritual plane is got the message that, look, it is up to him. I use the word him, but it can be a her, of course. It is up to them to sort of figure out what it is that they really want, okay? Maybe up till now they felt they were trapped and they couldn't make the changes, and now they're coming to the realization that if they want to reconsider a decision they made, especially when it's to do with this twin, like, oh, I broke up with them, but now I'm reconsidering this decision. If this is what they're reconsidering, it is in their own hands. It's up to them to make the changes, because it's not going to happen unless you're ready to make it happen. If you're going to block it, it's never going to happen, right? So now I feel like the divine masculine is now coming to the realization that they're ready to reconsider the situation, and that whatever has to happen, it's in their control. Like, they have to take the steps to make this relationship work out. The divine feminine has got a big fat no in her spiritual. So can we have one more card to give us clarity what this no is about? Okay. Wow, you got two. Oh my, you got the divine feminine has got two no's. Look at that. And a year from now. Okay, I feel for some divine feminine, you are really looking for reconciliation, but at the same time, I feel some of you are going towards the negative because you feel like things are not going to happen very quickly. You've got two no's. I feel like maybe for some divine feminine, you've kind of gotten fed up. You feel like, you know, enough is enough. How much am I going to wait for this person? And you're just like, screw this. You know, some of you may be in that phase and in that feeling. At the same time, I'm getting for others, you're sort of going into that negative vibration where you really want this reconciliation, but because you can't see things in the physical, you're like, okay, it's never going to happen. It's going to take forever, a year from now, 2 years from now, it's going to take years. And I don't think the universe wants this to happen. You know, might be the spiritual mind frame you're in. So let's see what else is going on in the heart space for the divine masculine. There's something better. Yep. Now this goes very well if they're trying to cut off old patterns and old relationships. They're now realizing that, look, they deserve something better for their heart. This person, this situation, it doesn't have to be a bad person. People always label karmics as bad people. They're not bad people. They also deserve happiness. They also deserve their soulmate. But they're there for a purpose, and that is to grow and heal and to teach each other lessons, all right? So the whole point of this is that it may be a karmic, it may just be another lesson, a blockage, a situation. Whatever it is that the divine masculine needs to cut out, they're now coming to the realization that they need to do that because there is something better in store for them. You know, it is time for them to move forward because something better is in store for them, and they deserve, they deserve something better. Excuse me. They don't deserve to be stuck in an energy that doesn't suit them, right? That doesn't fulfill them completely. And they're coming to that realization. All right, what's going on with the divine feminine's heart space? All right. Improving health and perfect timing. So I feel like for the divine feminine, there is a bit of heart and mind debate. In the sense of this, there's a part of her that feels like it's never going to happen, it's taking too long, I really want this, but it's not going to happen. And then there's a part of her that's like, you know what? I need to work on myself. I need to start being positive because things are going to happen in the perfect timing and divine timing. And all I can do is work on my health, improving my mental, spiritual, as well as emotional health. So I feel like the divine feminine is definitely conflicted. There's a lot going on with her. There's like a back and forth. Maybe one day you feel positive and the next day you feel like nothing is going to work out. So, the energies are very strong and you are going through upgrades, and this could be past stuff coming out so that you can clear it, So that's probably what the divine feminine is going to be going through. So let's look at the physical. What else is going on in the physical for the divine masculine? See, the divine masculine is all about yes, don't stop. The divine feminine is in a way subconsciously maybe saying no. So this is a great way for you guys, if you are divine feminine, to ask yourself, am I subconsciously blocking my twin from coming back? Do I feel deep down that I don't deserve it? Do I feel deep down that this is never going to happen? Do I feel deep down that things are never going to work out for me because they never work out for me? Whatever the case is, you have got to ask yourself, are you subconsciously saying no to this connection? Now, I'm not saying that you all are blocking it. I'm just saying for some of you, there could be a subconscious tiredness or a subconscious lower vibration energy that you could clear out just by, figuring it out and getting to the root of that issue. So it's a good way for you to ask what's going on. The divine masculine in the physical is all ready to go ahead and go towards what they want. They've got don't stop. They've got yes. It's up to you, moving time. They're moving towards the divine feminine. But the divine feminine is kind of a little conflicted. All right, let me ask the question. The cards flipped over before I was ready. All right, what's going on in the divine feminine's physical universe? See, there you go, divine feminine. I feel like a lot of divine feminine really want this love, but deep down they don't think it's the right time. They don't think it's going to work out. Divine feminine, you guys really need to come to the realization that you may have set certain goals. And I get that. We all do that, right? You may have set certain goals thinking that things were going to happen in a particular time frame. And when they don't happen in that time frame, it doesn't mean you're not going to get it. It is going to come towards you. So it's not the question of, oh, it's not going to happen, it's not the right time. You don't know what the right time is. None of us do. Only the universe knows what the right time is. And it's all going to work out magically, and you're going to wonder, oh my God, that's the way it's supposed to be when it happens. So divine feminine, please don't lose hope, okay? By losing hope, it's not going to help you. You're just going to tire yourself out with the negative energies, and you don't need to do that, okay? Things are working out. I mean, look at the divine masculine. Things are working out beautifully. So let's get some union energies. So dear universe, what's going on for this union, the twin flame union in the month of August? We have got Page of Ariel. An excellent opportunity will be offered to you. Time to get to work. Scholarships or the pursuit of education. All right. Now, if you look at this from the union point of view, what this is telling me, there could be an excellent opportunity for either you or your twin where you guys might have to do some work. Now, one of you may have gotten a job offer, an opportunity to go pursue some higher education. If you guys are living in different countries, different cities, this could actually help you get closer. I feel like the fact that this is an excellent opportunity when it comes to union, I feel like whatever this opportunity is, either for your twin or for you, it will help you guys get closer. You may have a new job that will help you do what you really wanted to do, or vice versa, for the twin. So what else? Knight of Michael. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotions, sudden changes. There you go. Going back to the quick card. This is the card of cutting to the bullshit and moving quickly. I feel like whatever is happening is going to happen really quickly. Divine feminine, you're not seeing things happen because I feel things are going to happen so quickly that you're just going to be shocked, okay? You're sitting in that negative lower vibration thinking it's never going to happen or it's going to take forever, and bam, It's going to happen out of the blue, and that's what I'm getting. Like, something's going to change really suddenly for some of you, and you're not going to even know it's coming. 5 of Raphael. Everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for the silver lining. I feel this message is for both twins, especially for the divine feminine. I know some of you may be reliving some of the past hurts, and you might be thinking that things are never going to work out because of what you did and how it did and what happened. And the universe is telling you it's time for you to not cry over spilled milk. It's time for you to let go of the past, because things are going to change. And just because things did not work out in the past doesn't mean they can't work out in the future. All right, so you have got to let go. And I feel like your divine masculine is already doing that. I feel they're coming to the realization that just because something didn't work out in the past doesn't mean it's not going to work out now. So one more union energy card. That's too many, universe. All right, that one. Perspective. There's a better way. Pause for reflection and insight. Dare to be different. This is telling you to change your perspective. Okay, and I feel again this is for both twins, but specifically more for the divine feminine. I feel like the divine masculine's already doing this. They're changing their perception, and they're coming to the realization that they are in control and they can go after whatever it is they want. For the divine feminine, I feel you're still stuck in that lower vibration for a bit. And that could be that you're getting triggered, things are coming up from the past, you're going through upgrades. Whatever it is, you need to come to the realization that things are not what they seem. And things can be better if you just look at it from a different perspective, a different angle, all right? Just stop and take a step back and realize that everything happens for a reason, and whatever happened in the past is not an indication of what's going to be in the future, and things can work out for you. All right, so let's get one advice card for both twins. Dear universe, what's the advice for all twin flames for the month of August, especially during this Lion's Gateway? What advice can you give both twins? Ah, beautiful. Believe. It's all about trusting. The force that works through your soul, determining what's possible or impossible, the difference between success over failure, and above all, who you are, is the power of your belief. Beautiful. This is the advice card for all of you, especially the divine feminine and the divine masculine. Yes, but definitely the divine feminine. You have got to believe. You have got to trust. Things are going to work out for you. And the universe is not a cruel entity or person or whatever you want to believe, right? The universe is not here to make us miserable. They're here to help us, and you are here to make your life come true, your dreams come true. So why will you not get everything that you want? If you believe it, it will happen. All right? So that's the overall message for the month of August. And now let's get to your specific messages from the Dragon Fae card. I'm just going to get the book. So those of you that picked pile number 1, 2, 3, take a moment. If you haven't chosen, pick one. This is for what's going to happen in your specific thing, specific messages for you. Pile number 1, let's get started. We've got number 13, the Lady Elfrida. Justice will prevail. Beautiful. Yay. One sec, I'm going to read this from the deck. Yeah. It is time to get real. Own what you have previously blamed on others. This does not mean blaming yourself. Instead, work on shifting your own karmic residue and understanding the connections between what you have sent out and what you have created. Issues of law, justice, and karma. Fearful thoughts around what you see to be the darkness or black magic, and not understanding how natural law works. Thus, this card asks you to look at your own intent. Clear your space, work with your own dark times to understand the lessons, and make friends with your shadow and thank it for its lessons. Make decisions, act in integrity, and keep your word. Be honest and upfront and expect that from others. You do not need to play games or be deceived anymore. And if someone has not acted with integrity, know that they do not need to act, as the natural laws of this lady of dragon fae will take over and justice will be realized in due course. So this is telling you, pile number one, that it's time for you to start looking at your actions, your intentions. This is all about righting all the wrongs and creating karmic justice. So this is also telling you that, like if you look at it from your twin perspective, the outcome perspective, it is telling me that justice will prevail, that things are going to work out, that karmic debts will be settled, and whatever has to happen will happen. But at the same time, in order for you to make things work out, you have got to start figuring out what your role is. I feel going back to this negative energy that you're stuck here, where you think things are not going to work out. I feel like a lot of that could apply to you guys, where you really need to ask yourself, are there parts within me, sort of like dark night of the soul issues, that you haven't cleared, that you haven't fixed, that you haven't dealt with? You need to get that out in the open so they don't hold you hostage anymore. I hope that helps. All right, pile number 2. Now, this is what I got as well. I haven't checked these cards. Oh, the lovers at the feast, conscious and aware eating. So this is all about what you put into your body. And the sovereign, gentle power. We got 2 cards for this deck, 23 and 38. So let's start with 23. A time of happiness and well-being after a lean time. Eating well and understanding that food is energy and that this energy becomes our body, extending out into our energetic field and influencing what we attract into our life. In many ways, this card indicates that we must not only eat with joy and relish, we must understand the healing power that food gets us. Food is medicine and food can heal, but food can also harm. Eat well and with your loved ones, family and friends. A time to change your diet. Go back to eating conscious seasonal food, slow cooked, raw or delicious food. Be conscious that everything you put into your mouth becomes a part of you and your energy. And assess what you eat and plenty of life force will go into you. I feel like this is all about how you treat yourself. This is all about self-love. This is going to be a positive time. However, it's also about how you treat your body. If you go into the lower vibrations of overeating, over drinking, negative thoughts, negative mindset, then you're really not sort of helping your energy grow. Remember, anything you put into your mouth and and I know that sounds dirty, but anything you eat, any kind of thing, everything has energy, and what you put in makes a big difference. It's about time you work on your energy and how, whether at what you eat, who you are around, how that affects your overall energetic being. So that's the first message. And the second message is the sovereign, which is a gentle power. Refusing to acknowledge yourself as a creator in your world. Blaming authority figures and seeing only the trappings and not the humanity and the responsibility. Being too influenced by others who you see as successful, powerful, and thus giving away your power. Seeing that now not taking care of the little things in your own domain and seeing what is yours now as unworthy of great care. So, what I'm getting from this is pile number 2, and this applies to me as well because I picked this pile, is that you are a creator. You can create union. You can create whatever you want in your world. But I feel like sometimes you're getting triggered by the lower vibration, and instead of sort of coming out of it, you might go into over drinking, overeating, and thus affecting your energy more. The universe is telling you that you have the power to create everything you want when it comes to your twin flame connection. However, you must be mindful of how you treat yourself. Self-love comes in the form of not just taking care of your mind, but also your body, eating the right thing. I'm not saying don't drink, I'm not saying don't eat chocolates or whatever you want to eat, but excessive of anything comes from a lower vibration. I know this applies to me because I am an emotional eater. When I get low, I eat a lot. When I get low, I overdrink. And that kind of sends you on a spiral. And this is telling you that what you put into your body makes a big difference on your energy level. So it's time for you to start taking care of yourself and making sure that you are, treating your body with love and respect, so that other people that come into your life can treat you with love and respect, because you are a creator of your own world. Pile number 2. And pile number 3, for you, we've got the Elder. Heed wise counsel. All right, so you guys need to heed some counsel. Let's get some. All right. Studying seriously, working towards a goal, feeling like abandoning a task before it is complete, being disrespectful, feeling threatened by another approach, wanting to leave school before it is time, having authority issues. Take what you're doing and seriously, and pay attention to the messages. Take any "why are they picking on me" moments to mean that in fact you are not clearly acting on your true path, and be practical about all steps. So if you wish to write, do so. Listen to your muse and be creative. Do not simply seek to obtain what is needed externally. Create it from within and send it out into the world through your efforts and discipline. Be proactive and do not rely on the powers that be. Rely on yourself. Heed teachings and have integrity. Treat elders with respect and do not forsake old energies and wisdom for this season's latest trend. Within your family, an elder has something to say to you. Listen to them, even if they do seem a little fearful. All right, pile number 3, what this is telling me, this is all about you trying to learn lessons. I feel some of you may not have learned the lessons that this union, that this connection is trying to teach you. And the more you kind of run away from those lessons, the more you kind of feel like you don't need to, you feel like you've done it, and you're like, okay, I want to give up, or you feel like, oh, I know everything. The universe is telling you there are still lessons that you need to learn, and there are people, elders, people who coming into your path that are trying to teach you this lesson. If something isn't going your way, instead of crying about it, it might be good for you to ask yourself, why is this happening? What do I need to learn from it? Because at the end of the day, this twin flame connection is not just about love. It's not about union. It is about growth. And I feel like a lot of people forget that. All right. You never stop growing. You may think, oh my God, I've done the work, I've done the growth. Well, guess what? You're never going to stop growing and learning and evolving. So you are never truly done. And people and situations are coming into your life to help you, to teach you lessons. And it's time for you to pay attention. All right. I often tell people this, that the twin flame connection, if you're in a true twin flame connection, from what I have understood, is that it helps you find your mission work. Have you guys found your mission work? And this is a general message to all 3, everybody listening. Have you found your mission work? Have you figured out what changed after you've met your twin? Now, I can only give an example of my life, and I'm not saying everybody has to go through the same journey, but since I met my twin, I had a full awakening. I started becoming a healer, a teacher, a therapist. I teach music business. I teach wellness. I heal people. I do therapy. All of this is completely new that I know for a fact my twin is responsible for. Because if I hadn't gone through what I went through with him, I would have never done any of this. Because before this, I was not in the frame of mind. I was never into all of this. Now, this is just one example. I'm not saying you have to be so extreme, but what is your mission work? How are you helping humanity? How are you helping yourself? How are you honoring yourself, the true self? Now, when I teach people, especially when I heal people, when I do therapy, I do a lot of sharing circles for free with people where we talk about things, and all of that is great. But when I also teach people, like music business, which has nothing to do with healing of any kind, but I feel that this is what I was meant to do. And I would have never gotten to this. So I'm asking you right now, Are you doing something in your life that you deep down feel, oh my God, this is what I was meant to do? It could be anything, right? It doesn't have to be spiritual in nature. But when you look at it, do you say, oh my God, this is why I was put on this planet. This is why everything happened. This is why, this is what I was meant to do. This is just something for you guys to think about. Alright guys, I will touch base with you very soon. If you do like my readings, it would be great if you could please subscribe to my channel. Hit the bell icon so you get updated of all the upcoming readings I post. Take care. Bye.